I get knocked down. I get up again.
Shut up, Zach.
I keep it out. I get knocked down.
We're gonna get copyright strike because you sing that song so incredibly well.
We're doing this now? I still thought we were doing the mic test.
Really? We only do one.
Well, just...
I put the headphones on, and then we do the test.
We did it. We've done it multiple times before.
Well, I didn't this time.
Well, you didn't tell me we weren't doing it this time.
Why do I have to tell you everything?
Well, it's just... Shut up.
Make me. Am I going to make that 20 minutes of silence podcast joke again?
Oh, it's not going to be a joke. We're going to do it one of these days where we're just going to turn it on and then we're just going to leave the room.
And upload it.
Yes. It would be easier just to do 5 minutes and then just copy and paste it.
There we go.
We don't have a name for this thing yet.
Well, we already know what we want it to be, so I might as well say it, and then you say it.
Okay.
It was... I'm trying to keep it short. Gaming memories?
Nostalgia Trip? Nostalgia Trip, I like that, hence the name.
Hence the name.
Hence the name.
There we go.
There we go. Probably should decide on the name beforehand, and then kind of do try to do a cold. No, because that takes away the spot.
Yeah, we decide the name if it's we're real, because the whole reason why we're gonna name this one that is because we're that was specifically what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we really wanted to talk about
our gaming stuff because E3 showed some stuff. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm JaqDanical.
And I'm Droid Zachariah.
Welcome to HenceTheName. Welcome.
Welcome.
We haven't recorded one of these in over a week.
Yeah, it's been 1 or 2 weeks. We're bad at this.
We still have our backlog a little bit.
2 episodes.
So how you doing?
I'm good. Nothing exciting happening on my end. How about you? Anything going on with you?
There was the Steam Summer Sale.
Oh yes, that was nice.
We grabbed some stuff.
What did you get on the Steam Summer Sale?
I bought a bunch of Tom Clancy Ghost Recon things. Little the old the first ones.
Yeah.
They were a buck each. I was like, why not? I'll play this. I bought... Well, here, I got Steam right here.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wish I made a little...
Oh, you bought us Brink.
Yeah, we both got Brink. Brink. It's kind of fun when we're just screwing around together. Oh, wait, we haven't tried that yet because we have to connect LAN configure bullshit. I'll give up in a second. What did I buy? What did I buy?
Valkyrie Chronicles.
Yes, that was $5. It's usually $20. I can't wait to play that.
And we both get that one.
And okay, this is taking too long.
Oh, that's taking too long.
We won't waste your time.
I got Postal 2 for both me and Taylor because I'm gonna try to do a no kill run, no violence run whatsoever.
And it was $1.
And it was $1.
If it was more than $1, you wouldn't have bought it.
Oh no. I got shit. What else? I got the new Tomb. Well, it's been out since 2012, 13.
That sounds about right.
2013. The new Tomb Raider game. There was another one. Oh yeah, I got the Borderlands Telltale game, and that's kind of almost exactly what I want from a Borderlands game right now, where it's not about the bigger stuff. It's kind of an interpersonal story. It's like the difference between the cosmic Marvel stories and Daredevil. I prefer the smaller.
I want to read a deep written comic where it's just a regular guy living in a city and superheroes do collateral damage and stuff, and how it affects his life, and not just some boring thing Superman flew through a building that killed his wife. Something more interesting.
I can't remember the name of it, but there was a short run comic in like the 80s by Marvel, where it was about the people who had to clean up the mess of the
like construction workers.
Yeah, construction workers, but they were specifically tasked with rebuilding the damage that superhero battles did. And from what I can tell, the superheroes were kind of dicks, but it's like they didn't have a choice because they had to go into the next thing, and they're just like, "You deal with this, bye."
I want to read that.
I know, like that seems like such a really cool concept, and I really want a modern. I think it would do a lot better in modern time comics, but what do I know? I got like one graphic novel every not graphic novel, trade paperback. I'm sorry, every 3 months. So I'm kind of.
Phone, shut up. What are you doing?
We're just watching Taylor on his phone right now.
Oh, your sister.
What's she put?
Debbie, I know that.
Well,
she sent me a message. Cody, the guy I work
Yeah.
with, she's like, he shaved his head. It's like, yes, I saw him last week. I work with him.
Yes, Debbie, this guy that I work with shaved his head, I know.
It's like, I know that. Anyway, so we're calling it Nastalgic Gaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no,
I don't think we said that. I was
Nostalgic Trip or whatever.
Can we call it Nostalgic Gaming?
Alright, fine if you want to.
Well, trip just means like anything. I want to explain that specifically we're talking about old gaming.
Okay.
That we're nostalgic about.
Woo!
And we can speak out about that.
Oh, that was a bad segue, but I see what you're doing.
Segways aren't really that great. I was at a hockey game once, and there was the guy. He was what?
You made a segue with.
I did.
I thought that was the joke.
There was a guy at a hockey game. He was in the bald eagle suit. Whatever. He got on a Segway and he rode it on the ice, and it just stopped and he just flipped over it.
I think there's this like French dude. I don't remember if it's some dude from another country who bought like the rights to Segway and everything. And one day he was driving it on a mountain cliff and he like fell off and died. So that's
Because Devin's funny. I heard it was like the guy. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the guy who made it. It's like,
No.
well, he owned the rights and stuff.
Yeah, he bought the rights to them because he believed in it so much, and then he died.
Nobody needs a Segway.
Remember when everyone thought we were gonna be riding Segways
Yes.
for like 3 months,
This is the new thing. Yeah, we're all going to go 17 miles an hour down the sidewalk.
and then no one bought it because it's absolutely useless?
And it was incredibly expensive. Wasn't one of those like $15,000?
Probably.
Something like that?
Topical discussions right here.
Amazing. You ready for Speak Out, dude?
Yes.
We got 4 of them, man. 2 of them are about our potato chip aliens.
Yes.
This is still going.
The story continues.
The story continues. Okay, so we got both of those.
Yeah.
We've got...
So you get one, I'll get one. I want this one.
Okay, so you want the first one.
Yeah.
So I'll read that one. Should we read those first?
No, we saved the best for last.
Alright, we'll do, let's do the spell check and then the deadbeat dads.
Okay, I'll do Deadbeat Dads.
Okay, you want to do that first?
No, you can go.
Let's see. What should I read it as?
An old lady.
I always do old lady.
An old man lady.
Old man lady?
Hi!
Deadbeat dads. I know so many women who have children are divorced from their husbands, and the husbands have
Wait, I was doing Deadbeat Dad.
I thought I was.
No, I was doing Deadbeat Dad. You do spell check.
Well, fine, you read it.
I said you do spell check first.
Well, then I missed it then.
Okay, I mean, do you want to do Deadbeat Dads?
Just read the damn thing.
Okay.
The people are waiting
They're waiting.
with anticipation.
I know so many women who have children and are divorced from their husbands, and their husbands have no concern for their family. They just ignore them. I have several friends who have to work all the time just to keep things going for their children. Where's the dad? Is this part of the women's liberation movement? That the women should be the head of the house now? I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm so sad to see that when you're married for a long time, don't get a divorce and raise your kids, and you see the way the others are acting. Heaven help us. So I think this is literally the literal definition of victim blaming. There has always, since the dawn of time, been deadbeat dads. This is not a new thing.
Yes. What's wrong with a woman being the head of the household?
You know, the Bible says a man should be the head of the household, and this guy's probably, like, super Christian. But the problem that it's not necessarily that I have a problem with a woman being the head of the household. It's just, there's so much, like, the first half of this is like, oh, yeah, you know, the deadbeat dads are kind of assholes and everything. And then he goes, maybe it's the woman's fault. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure it's the man's fault. The man needs to take responsibility. Woman wanting to be put on equal footing as a man isn't why men are leaving their kids.
That's what I'm taking from it. We could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting from it.
All right, you get the funny one.
The lake.
The lake.
Spell check. Yes or no? I think spelling errors happen and go unnoticed sometimes. Oh my god, really?
What? Who knew?
But not always. I'm reading a 2015-16 Northern Kosciuszko County Lakes Guide. Wow. My eyes opened up so far when I looked at page 13. The correct spelling for Bonar Lake should be Bonar and not Boner.
Not Boner.
My grandmother lived on this lake for more than 50 years.
And not once did she see Boner.
The English language. Who knew? I know what he's trying to say, but that's just... My grandmother lived on this lake for more than 50 years. Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
Who knew? You did. You knew.
I hate politics because it's just a bunch of people fighting. I had a cheeseburger yesterday. That's what I'm reading that sentence as.
I've never seen a boner in my life.
I've taken so many boats out on Boner Lake. We're so childish.
Okay.
Alright, it's time for some more potato chip aliens.
Potato chip aliens. This might be the last we hear about the potato chip aliens. I'm not sure.
Because I don't know if we'll hear anymore. Alright, dude, lights in the sky.
The readers have recently seen alien lights in the sky. I did not observe the lights, but have experienced some odd occurrences since that date. Our dog started whining very loudly that night, and ever since that time I'd stared out the windows all night. I can get up at 3 a.m. and he's still sitting in the living room, staring. I call his name and he ignores me. He also keeps scanning the pantry and eating all the potato chips. Also, our garden has started growing at a furious pace. I've had to mow our yard twice a week. Twice a week? That's insane. I don't got time for that. I was wondering if anyone else in the county was experiencing similar things. I'm really nervous around my dog now. I'm just imagining there's a Simpson clip where the dog with the shifty eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining the dog's doing. He's making me kind of nervous. Is
anybody else noticing these problems? Yes. My grass is growing, and if I leave the pantry door open and I leave the chips on the bottom shelf, the dog will get in there and eat them.
He's also saying some anti-Semitic things, so, just a little upsetting. I won't do nothing wrong.
I'm really nervous around the dog now. Just because it sits and stares out the window.
If I sit and stare out your window every night at 3 a.m., what would your reaction be?
You probably have to piss.
Your reaction should be, why the hell aren't you at work, Zach? Whatever.
Yes, because you work third shift.
Yes, I work third shift.
And you should be home at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I work from 10 to 6.
We don't have a dog.
Yeah, that would also make you worried.
If I walked out in the living room, there was a dog looking at the screen door and be like, the hell?
The hell?
And last but not least, green flash in the sky. And of course I have to be a hillbilly, why not?
Yeah, because, you know...
I saw UFOs in the county in early May too. I was sleeping on the couch. When I got up to go to the bathroom...
You're doing the Squidbillies voice.
I love the Squidbillies.
That's what whenever you do a hillbilly...
Yeah, Rusty.
That's all I hear is Squidbillies from you.
Dang it, boy.
Damn, boy.
What you doing? When I got up to go to the bathroom, I saw a green flash zip and illuminate the entire night sky. I stood there for a while wondering what it could have been. I came to the only conclusion. Alien life been trying to contact me. But I was still unsure until I saw the article in the paper. That's the name of the newspaper we read from. Sadly, I regret to inform you, I haven't seen any lost potato chips. Sorry for whoever lost them.
In memoriam. Lay's potato chips.
They're potato chips. They're $4 a bag. Go get another one.
They're 99 cents a bag. It's like the smaller bags. Like,
yeah, those are good. Yeah, we have to do an investigation. We do not know what size and, more importantly, what flavor these chips are.
I bet they're flaming hot, that asshole.
Or salt and vinegar.
Ugh.
Well, if they were salt and vinegar, not even the aliens would take them.
Yeah, I mean...
Those are gross.
If you didn't know, we don't like flaming hot things, so... Sorry, everyone.
We don't like spicy things. Okay, I was just skimming another one that you didn't mark. It was just like, to Grace. It was just like, I drive through, it was just like, I drive through Winona and I see the Grace College. The only thing I don't like about Grace is they don't have a music program or a radio station. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I know, like, most of them are just kind of... If it's like a religious one, I try to stay away from it because I don't want to get into that.
That's just some territory we don't want to get into.
Yeah, so
this guy did this thing and he didn't believe in God. God's important. Like, whoa. Let's not piss anybody off.
I mean, we're probably already doing that by existing, but
And we are making a podcast.
I know.
Kill us now. Okay, good. We're only 17. We're only 17 minutes in. Shut up. So we have plenty of time to talk about nostalgic stuff. So
give me sweet release.
So God damn it, Zach. Shut up. So let's
end this mortal.
Why was I going to say let's set the mood?
Start playing like Barry Manilow or.
All I'm saying is, okay. So we watched E3.
Yeah, everyone watched E3. My grandma watched E3. She did. She's dead.
And that's funny.
Because I'm imagining this, like, skeleton in a coffin with, like, a TV. Yes!
Can't wait for that to come out.
I've been waiting for Shenmue 3 for a long time.
So, Dred and I both got this, like, really deep, nostalgic feeling because of E3. Because they showed there's going to be a Final Fantasy VII remake, and there's going to be a new Star Fox.
Okay, can I tell them a story about what happened when the Final Fantasy VII trailer came on?
Oh, with us?
Yeah, okay. So, as we mentioned just like less than 2 minutes ago, I work third shift. So while I was like taking a shower and everything, getting ready, the Sony conference was playing. So I kind of missed almost everything.
You're missing me.
Well, I'm just giving my side of the story, and then you can give.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And so, I'm getting ready and everything, and I come out, and I see on the TV what looks like kind of like Final Fantasy font. And then this is happening like while I'm walking out the door.
Okay, now pause, and then let me throw mine in, so now our stories converge. Okay. I was watching the Sony conference. I was on my computer here in my room, and YouTube was doing their thing, and I was like, I wonder. I was like, can I? I looked up the name of the account they were using. I was like, can I just type that into YouTube and watch it on the PS3 out in the living room? And it worked. So I was watching the conference. The guy's on the stage. He's just like, "We're gonna show you something you've been waiting for." Even the audience is like, "Ooh!"
Oh,
Even though we had no idea. It starts showing this footage, and I'm just like, "What is this? Final Fantasy 15?" I was like, "This is Final Fantasy. I know that."
yeah, like it's obviously Final Fantasy, and I saw the full trailer later.
Is this Final Fantasy 15? And then I look at my phone. I'm like, it's like 9:50. Zach works at 10, and like his ride's supposed to like get here soon. So I'm like, oh man, if I look down the hallway and his light's not on. So I look, I'm like, oh, he's awake. I walk down, open the door, tell him I'm watching the conference. Then we both walk out, and now our story is submerged.
Yeah, and so I'm leaving. I'm getting out the door, and right before I do it, it shows the back of Cloud, and it says remake.
And the remake just appears on. That's obviously Barrett, and you can see Cloud with his sword. That's him walking, and it goes remake.
And that's all I saw of the trailer when it first came out.
And we go, what?
And like, I'm positive our downstairs neighbor heard me scream, "What?" I don't know how I can do now, but like just like scream, "What?
What?
Okay. Final Fantasy VII was the very first video game that I bought.
You go first, dude.
With my grandparents' birthday money, but whatever.
That's how kids work.
Yeah, that's how kids work. But it was the first video game that I bought. I was like 7 or 8 at the time, I think. So I have very fond memories of that game, and to say that they're coming out with a remake means a lot to me because I'm older now, and yeah.
You haven't seen that game in like 20 years.
I haven't seen that game in 20 years, unless I would pile it for the PS3, but whatever. The original on the PlayStation Store. You go with your.
You really didn't have much. It was just like.
Yeah, it's just like it means a lot to me. There's like actually like a few games that are like these were the games that kind of shaped my childhood. Final Fantasy VII. No, we can talk about that later. You talk about your story, and then we'll talk about games that shaped our childhood, and then we can.
We'll talk about games that weren't like shown at
Yeah.
E3 or what E3 didn't remind us of.
Yeah.
So I skipped the Nintendo conference because I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I skipped the Microsoft one too because I do PlayStation. I read like the Kotaku articles and stuff about what they were doing.
We don't really
care.
care.
A new Halo. Like, well, good for you guys. I don't care. I'm not going to play it.
There's that lady with the robot and the cores, and that looks kind of interesting. Like Recore or something.
Okay. So I Googled on my phone. I was like, did they show? Was there any Star Fox? Somebody said there was going to be Star Fox. And I look it up on my phone, and there's a trailer for Star Fox Zero. And I watch it. They have the R-Wing transforming into that like walker thingy, which was an idea they were going to use for Star Fox 2, which was on the SNES, but then they scrapped. So it's kind of cool that they're bringing an old idea back.
Yeah.
Then they had the Landmaster, the tank, and it turns into like this hover mode. So they're giving us our old stuff, but then they're innovating with it.
I remember when you would like try to make like Landmasters and stuff with your Legos.
Yes. I think I made an R-Wing out of Legos, and it looked really cool.
Yeah, it did. Like we were
And now the whole reason we're talking about this stuff, we wanted to do it with this episode, was I was just talking to Dryad after the trailer. I was just like, dude, I just watched that, and it's weird. Like, I kind of feel like crying, just like with how excited I am. Just like, oh, this old friend I've missed coming back. And he just told me, he was like, dude, that's how I felt when I saw the Final Fantasy VII remake. So it's really cool that we both had this like same feeling at the same time. It was really cool. I played Star Fox whenever I could.
Yeah.
Every time my mom took me to the video store, she would want to get like a video because she had like a VCR and a TV in her room.
Yeah.
So she would watch stuff. She'd let me get a game. I had a Nintendo 64. I always got Star Fox. My mom even started questioning it. It's like, you're going to play that again? It's like,
why didn't you just buy that game?
Why did... I know!
Like, you think after watch you would get the hint?
I rented it! Like 50 times! It's like, why didn't you just get it so I could own it?
So, what made you play that game in the first place? Do you remember? Like, because I remember why I got Final Fantasy.
Because we didn't have, like, the internet or stuff back in the day, so there really wasn't, like, a commercial or anything. I just saw it on the shelf. And I guess I flipped it over, and there was just, like, spaceships or something. Oh, maybe I played it because I used to play this old Star Wars game on the PlayStation. There was this one level, you actually got to play the little ships, and you know the giant four-legged walker thing?
Yeah.
Well... I think in the movie, since we don't know much about Star Wars, I think they shoot a cable and they wrap around it to tangle its legs. There was a level that let you do that. So maybe I thought about, like, okay, I have a Nintendo 64. I'm at my mom's house. I flipped it over and I was like, oh, look, spaceships.
Maybe it'll be like that game.
Maybe that's what got my attention.
Because I don't remember why, but I remember when I was younger, I really wanted to play a Final Fantasy game. It was one of those things where, like, I've heard of this. I don't know how I heard of this, but I remember hearing about this, and I think I rented, like, 5 or 6 for the PlayStation first. And I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. But then I saw Final Fantasy 7 at the store. I'm like, I have to get that. I want to play a Final Fantasy game. I want to actually play a Final Fantasy game. Because, you know, they're JRPGs, and they take fucking forever.
Yeah, they do.
It's like, so I'm gonna get this one.
Excuse me.
And Dad was like, are you sure? It's like, yes, this one.
I remember getting to the final boss in Star Fox as a kid. I got to Andros, and the giant head comes up, and the hands. Even to this day, I remember feeling so helpless. I guess I was just too young, so for some reason the flashing things on his palms just didn't register to me.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's just like, well, that's obviously a weak point, because I'm, now that I'm a hardcore gamer now. I just remember being like, I dodged back and forward as he swiped. I was just like, what do I do? And then he killed me. And then, like, the next morning, we had to return the game.
Kind of embarrassing thing. Final Fantasy VII has been out for 15 years. I still have not being Sephiroth.
Because he keeps turning you into a frog and doing 10 million damage.
And you have to get, like, this ribbon or something to... I mean, it also doesn't help I'm only, like, level 60, and I probably should be grinding a lot, but I don't like grinding now.
They need to keep that... They should keep... How do you feel about that? What if in the remake... How would you feel about that? If in the remake they were just like, here's the ribbon.
That is an item that I think has to be earned.
Thank you.
Just make it a little easier. I don't want to... This is from the perspective of when I was a kid, because it's been a while since I played the game. But I just remember it was like... It would have taken like a shit ton of gold saucer points, whatever they're called.
You have to play like 1 million games to get those.
And it's just like, I don't care!
Can you just not turn me into a frog and I just fight and heal myself? I wonder if there was any other trick you could have done.
Oh.
No way of looking at the time.
No. I tried using a Game Shark for it once. That was weird. That was messed up. Because it gave you into like a debug menu, but the debug menu, it was like you could actually control Cloud, and you had to walk to the different areas of them, and it was like all in Japanese, so I didn't understand what was going on. And
all right, now that we're about to hit half an hour,
right.
So not too bad. Can I talk about Metal Gear Solid?
No, we can talk about like just like the top at most 5 games that defined your childhood. Like, what were the games that?
The games I played. Okay, short and sweet. They showed Metal Gear Solid 5. So I have a nostalgia trip for Metal Gear Solid because, long story short, I had a jam-packed disc. Those discs that came in like magazines or whatever, and they had like little demos you could play. Well, on it had the first area of Metal Gear Solid. You go into the water area, you go up the elevator, and then when you cross through the vent, it goes to be continued. Well, they were having garage sales out by my dad's house, and my dad handed me like $25 and said, "Go get some stuff." was like, cool, thanks. So I rode around, like on my bike or something, and I walk up this driveway, and this guy has a bunch of PlayStation games. And I go, oh! I grab it. It's got the 2-disc thing.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know about that at the time. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, 2 discs? It was just Metal Gear Solid. I was like, oh, cool. No price on it. I asked, how much? He goes, $15. I reach in my pocket. I go, oh, I only got 10. The guy goes, take it. That's how you run a garage sale, people.
There's a little kid that wants something, and he's like, I only got $10.
It's not like I only got 2. It's like, no. Mm-hmm. Branching off for just a quick second. I hate that crap. I'm selling this thing for $50. I have like 40. Nope. You gotta give me the 50. It's like, you're just trying to get rid of your junk.
You gotta give me $75. I'm like, no.
It's like, you're just trying to get rid of your junk, and you're trying to make some money. Just be that guy. Be that really cool guy. I love you. I brought that home, and I played the shit out of that game.
And then, I like how Metal Gear Solid 3 came out, and you didn't even realize there was a second one. Like, we went
into GameStop because...
You knew about the third game.
Because, again, there was no internet and stuff, like, reviews or whatever. We just walk into GameStop, and I go, what? I pick up a case. It says Metal Gear Solid 3. There's a third one? Zach goes, well, yeah, there's a second one. They made a second one? And we find the box. I was like, they made more of these? I just didn't know.
Because I remember, like one time, when Metal Gear Solid 2, just came out, I walked into Walmart, I saw that, I was like, oh, Metal Gear Solid 2. Taylor probably liked that. I bet he knows about that. And then I just never mentioned it to you. So I knew about it, this entire time, and I never said anything. Just because I assumed you knew that Metal Gear Solid 2 was out.
It would have helped if we had the internet back then.
I remember X-Play had this, does anyone remember X-Play?
Anyone? I do.
They had this half-hour special dedicated to Metal Gear Solid 3. And I taped that shit.
Cool.
Alright. So anything else that...
Alright, enough Metal Gear Solid. We got a couple more minutes. Okay, you said 5, so I'll try.
You don't have to do 5 if you don't want to.
I'll do my best. Star Fox 64.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid. Ooh, I had a GameCube. Yeah, I did. You remember that thing.
Yeah, I did.
Luigi's Mansion. That was when I first found my love for Luigi. As I look at my little amiibos on the desk.
He has 2.
Hello, Luigi.
2 Luigis.
If they make a gold and a silver Luigi, I would buy those.
He has 8 amiibos, 2 of which are Luigi.
Yes, I do.
So a 4th of them.
Okay, Luigi's Mansion. Ooh, Metroid Prime would have technically been my first-person shooter.
Oh, yeah.
That game scared the shit out of me.
He hates Metroids. I made fun of him all the time.
They grab your face.
I don't know, that's not me.
And they grab your face. Oh my god, I hated that so much.
It's so funny. It's hilarious.
If we ever figured out a camera or something and people wanted to do Let's Plays, guys, play some of your old shit. That'd be really cool if people were like, Jack, will you play Metroid Prime? God damn it, yes. And then one grabs my face and I'm just like, why was I scared of this? Them graphics, yo.
Them graphics indeed.
Alright, one more. I played the shit out of Super Mario Sunshine.
Do you like Flood?
Yes. Oh, the Flood video.
Not a lot of people like...
Well, a lot of people can go screw themselves. I love Flood. The cool little backpack. Plus, it added so many extra elements to a platformer. You can jump and you can stay in the air for a bit.
See, I was expecting to go into PS2 and GameCube era. I was just gotta stick squarely in.
Well, I didn't have that many games back there. But Mario Party and Mario Kart didn't.
True.
Well, okay. Just really short. Just Mario Kart was my very first video game.
Oh, my very first video game was actually...
At least I can remember.
My dad brought home, one of his coworkers had an Atari 2600. Just a case, a giant wooden bin full of games.
Man, that's old.
Yeah, that was my very first console.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm an old school gamer. I never had an NES or a SNES, but I had an Atari 2600, so, I'm like, hipstery.
My dad had a NES, and I played Punch-Out.
I had a SNES for like 2 weeks, because we got it from a friend, and then it died.
I should ask my dad if he still has that. If that's like... Because in my dad's basement, he has like this big open room, but then if you open this like one door, he has like all his like model planes and stuff, and like his train set.
Dead bodies.
I need to ask him, like, Dad, do you still have like the NES? Is it like just sitting up there on the shelf? So, if he still has that, I will lose my shit.
Okay, can I talk? Can I do my games?
Okay.
No, I'm just sorry. I just like we're kind of.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. So okay, I'll do just quick.
It's fine, dude. We still got like 5 minutes.
Okay, let's hear. There's obviously Final Fantasy 7, like we talked about. Then I remember one day my mom came home, and she's like, one of my friends said that Mega Man was fun, so I bought you this, and she hands me Mega Man Legends 2.
Of course she did.
I've never played a Mega Man game before that. I've never played Mega Man Legends 1.
It's times like these I wish we had a camera.
Yeah.
We're working on that.
I loved the shit out of... I still have the disc, but it's kind of in disrepair.
Yep, I'm holding it right now.
There's like a bunch of scratches on it, and I can't play it.
You know what? Screw it. I'm taking a picture of this with my phone. We're making it the thumbnail for this episode. That'd be badass.
I love this game so much, and I like a while ago I played it emulator for like 5 seconds before, but I felt kind of dirty playing it.
It's got a couple scratches on the back.
And it was one of those things where it's like all these emotions, it looks so good. It still looks really good for a PlayStation game because they realized that they didn't have that much to work with, so they kind of went with a stylized choice instead of trying to go super realistic. These next 2 games, I have no idea how I got them, but I love them.
That's interesting.
Digimon World 1.
Ooh.
And Monster Rancher. Digimon World 1 is harder than shit. It was amazing. Monster Rancher was fun, but... Because with Monster Rancher, what it was is... You could go to this thing in the town, and you could find like a CD or something, and... You would take the game out, and then you put the CD in. And then it would read the CD, and then based on the CD you put in, it would give you a monster. And
so you put a Linkin Park CD in, and it gives you a monster that kills itself.
Yeah! Or you could just buy one of 3 or 4 regular.
I thought that was funnier than you did.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm sorry.
And so... I would just, and I would just go and I'd go to my mom and dad's CD collection, and I would just raid their CD, oh, what does this one do? What does this one do? But it was dumb because my sister, one of the ones that you could buy was this blue wolf thing, and instead of doing the main feature of the game, which is using discs to create new monsters and to train them and breed them or whatever, my sister she would always buy the blue wolf thing called. I think it was called Tiger.
That's dumb.
And I was it pissed me off to no end. It's you stupid bitch. I was 9. I was you fucking idiot.
You're not being creative enough.
Come on.
Oh, I just bought 5 for. Oh, there's a character creation? Oh, well, I'll just use one of the presets. No!
Fuck you! So...
You do not do that. Make your own
shit. A little, side note. I was an idiot when I was a kid, okay?
Really?
Yeah. I did not understand how technology worked. I don't know if you know this, but I did not... Technology was essentially magic to me.
I built your computer.
Yes. It still is. But... Because when the PlayStation was first announced, I heard I was going to use lasers to read the disc. And lasers, when you're 5, can do fucking anything. Do you remember the story?
I think so.
And so, I had all these grand imaginations where I could put 2 discs in the PlayStation. And
really, Mr. Lawnmower, we're doing a podcast.
You have to do this now. Okay, I'll try to wrap this up.
Well, it's a good thing we're almost done.
Yeah. And so
sorry about that.
I would put like I'll say like, maybe I could put 2 discs in, and it'll give me a new game because it'll read the data off of both of those discs. And
we should make a game like that in Unity.
yes,
you're just a kid in a room, and you have this entire library of discs. You can put them in one at a time, and it plays a game. So you put one in, you get a little platformer. You put another one in, you get a first-person shooter. You can actually do that. And then now it gives me a first-person shooter
with like
that's
jumping.
a platformer.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
That'd be really cool. I should make that. I'll put that on the back burner.
Let me see. I'm trying to think of other games that kind of were nostalgic for me. If we're going for the like PS2 and GameCube, I've been Sony my entire life.
Your fourth one, the next one was Digimon World.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so I guess we should start wrapping up. Do you have a fifth one?
I don't know if this would be nostalgia, but Metal Gear Solid 3 was a really good one. Kingdom Hearts.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best PS2 game.
It kind of is. I love that game so much. I played a lot of Resident Evil 4 for the PS2. People say that's the worst version, but screw you. I love that game.
That game was so good.
I think that's it. I don't really... I know there's like a ton more games, but...
People could always ask later.
I also had the original Ape Escape, but then one day my brother got mad at me and he broke it in half. I want to punch him in the dick.
I love Ape Escape.
So do I.
And it's so simple, it's so fun.
There's a Metal Gear Solid 3 Ape Escape thing.
Yes, you shoot the monkeys with the tranquilizer dart.
That was fun. So I guess we're done.
Alright, let's wrap it up. That was really fun.
That was... Bye.
I'm not cutting it like that.
You're not why?
We could talk more about games some other time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in the podcast. It'd be really cool if, like, once we get some things going with, like, YouTube or whatever,
We do, like,
people could just ask us questions.
Like we do a live stream or hangout or something.
Yeah, we're hoping to, even if we don't have a camera yet, we want to do, like, maybe, like, go on Twitch or something. We could, like, play a game on the screen, and people could type questions in the chat or something.
And the other one can ask them and answer them. And
we'll figure it out. Well, anybody, I'm JaqDanical.
I'm JaqDanical.
And you've been listening to Hence the Name.
I'm so sorry.
What are you sorry about?
They had to sit through 42 minutes of us talking.
Well, maybe they're just driving in their car and listening. They're dead.
Yeah, why would they... There's so many other better podcasts. Why would they listen to us? We just list a name of better... Like, that's just the entire episode. Don't listen to us. We're bad. Here are other better podcasts that you should be listening to.
Hi, welcome to our show. Here's the name of all the... that could be on TV, like Adult Swim could do that. Hi, welcome. It's midnight. You're watching our show. You pull... Oh, I can make that noise with the paper. Pull that paper. Here's a list of every other thing that's on TV right now at midnight that you could be watching besides this show. And then just read it off. That would actually be pretty funny.
That would. Alright.
So, thank you for listening. I almost said watching. Are they watching us?
Oh, I'm sure some of them are.
Well, yeah, if we put it on YouTube.
Alright, well, bye.
Bye. Just stalling now. Print that shit.